Hello, Gemini. This is Tanya Lee of Harmonia, and welcome to your October general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't force anything to fit. And even though I'm posting this in October, that doesn't necessarily mean everything's happening in October. It's just that I'm doing the October energy, okay? Pay attention more to the storyline in the beginning of the past and the challenges and see what's up for you, Gemini. We have a couple of different decks we're going to be starting off with. Reminder that I have Harmonia membership area where you can find more readings, more creativity, more stories over at harmoniafriends.com. But let's get started here, Gemini. Let's see what is going on here for this energy for this month. This is the Ask Yourself Tarot deck. No reversals yet. Calling in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascendant masters. Spirit, what is going on here for Gemini? What is in Gemini's energy? Ooh, right here with that juicy Empress, that divine feminine energy. Taurus, Libra energy, Gemini. What is growing and evolving in my life that needs my attention? Okay, this is part of the theme here for this energy. Something here needs your attention that is evolving, that needs nurturing. The Empress is typically pregnant within the card of the Rider-Waite, at least, off based on the Rider-Waite deck. But that's usually about fertility and harvest. So there's something here where you're going to have to be called upon on preparing some kind of nest egg here. Nesting. I feel like I got some Geminis out here nesting or getting ready or preparing. But let's see what part of the challenge here is with that nesting energy. We're going to be using the horror deck because it's spooky season. No reversals up here yet. The challenge of the past will really help resonate to see if this reading is for you, if this is some of the things that you're struggling with. And it's basically here to showcase, Gemini, how it is being referenced this month or in this energy of whenever you're listening to this, to be cleared. So it's something here that is ready to be cleared within your life. Okay, here we go. Well, we're starting off right off the bat here with the Ace of Wands. That is opportunities that you can run with. But that was the challenge of the past. So something here tells me something here was short-lived. Yeah. Now we have the Queen of Wands. Could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, but something here about short-lived spontaneity, confidence, creativity. Something here. The challenge here was the opportunity to grow, the opportunity to stick with something for some of you. Some of you, it's stick with an idea, stick with something here. It could have been your confidence here. The challenge here was to keep the momentum going. The Queen of Wands is someone who is very confident and feisty, but their attraction comes with passion. And those passion could be creative arts or just being very creative in general. Justice. But this is about fairness, equality, final decisions, always seeking to be better, balancing those scales with the Libra energy. Your challenges from the past, and this is something that is going to be cleared, is stagnant. I think there was some kind of stagnant energy here of things not being fair or overdoing it. Maybe you were an overgiver. Others of you, it's like you received a lot, but you weren't really appreciating what you received. You may have used it carelessly for some of you. Okay, and had massive consequences here with justice, meaning thinking you were above the law. Okay, I almost feel like a rebellion kind of energy for some of you. All right, let's see what's ahead here for Gemini. Reversals are now up. We're going to be using the zombie deck. I've used this quite a few times here in the past. What's ahead here? Reversals are up. What's ahead here for Gemini? Here we go. Gemini. Queen of Swords. Well, that's you. That's someone who's pretty bitter. Oh, and hung up from their own doings. Oh boy, this Gemini may not be happy with what I got to say. Because this is what's coming ahead. You have a brand new start here. But someone here is kind of bitter and jaded about having to do or start over again. Having to start over again. All right. You feel like you took on, I almost feel like, excuse me, I needed to get a sip. My throat was dry. What is growing and evolving in my life that needs my attention? There is something that needs your attention. It has to do with a new start coming up for you. Being optimistic, being lighthearted, allowing yourself to have a mentality of someone younger, of just being like, oh, like a sponge almost, right? You have a hard time with your past and leaving things that it's just, you can't leave it in the past. You don't even wear it as a scar. You're kind of you kind of are scarred to this, to the point of beating yourself up. All right. You may have fallen at some point, and I keep hearing bait. You may have been clickbait to some other people, but I feel like you were easily baited by others or persuaded by certain things within your life, that you made decisions based upon being naive. And I do feel this energy of a new beginning coming your way, and you're pretty jaded about it, hung up about it, not happy that you have to start over again. Some of you, it's like, I have to start over my career again and proving myself. Others of you are like, I'm single and I'm jaded. And, like, how am I supposed to appreciate this? Maybe the attention needs to be on the children right now, if you have children from a past situation. But there is bitterness here. And I think the bitterness comes to the vultures being baited. You were baited in the past. You easily were persuaded by things that people fed off you or used you. So I can understand why it is an injustice, but I also feel your part here is the accountability of you being naive. You really, I got a Gemini here who beats themselves up, and there's a brand new opportunity here being presented to you. And I feel like some of you are like, Ten of Cups. There it is. The Ten of Cups. This is something of community, of happiness, of togetherness, of appreciation. And you see all this stuff burning in there, and there may be zombies here or something here dead. There is happiness in front of you. And there's something here that you keep looking at that is not so pretty. And it's like not even being able to enjoy your family or the current situation. This is what's coming up for you. I almost feel like a fake smile. It's like, I can't, fake it till you make it kind of attitude. This all can change though. 2 cards fell out here. They're both reversed. 8 of Cups here and the 10 of Wands. I have a Gemini here who is going to be really struggling with letting go of the past or playing victim mentality here. And it may feel like it's dragging you into things, or you feel weighted out, or you're like, why am I not over this yet? I feel like I'm beating myself up. So there's a Gemini here who has a very optimistic approach. There actually is great things on here, but there's also things that you're dragging. And I want to say it's baggage from the past into a new situation. Could be a new job, could be with new friends, or just being with family that are actually there for you and want your attention. But it's like you're fully not there because this is really heavily on your mind. Is this going to happen to me again? Am I going to have to go through this again? There's something about not appreciating this Fool energy. And I'm going to pull one more since that was, it's funny, this wanted to go towards the 10 of Cups here, Ace of Cups. Whatever this dynamic is, whether it is the children out of a poor relationship that never really went through, or whether it is with family and friends who are there to support you during something that has been heartbreaking to you. You are surrounded by unconditional love, but there's something here where you were really not fully appreciating it or how much this new start is for you because you are carrying some kind of baggage or jadedness on your half. It's like you're trying to dissect your part. And a lot of you are feeling embarrassed or upset about a past situation here, when truly this is an opportunity to be able to feel all of those emotions and accept you for everything that you are. And that's what the Ace of Cups is. It's fully accepting you for who you are. For who you are, Gemini. Let's look at the gains and losses. Now, with the gains and losses, I do not do reversals because, you see both aspects of them anyway, and I'll pull them out in here. So let's see what your gains are for this energy. You are surrounded by unconditional love. The Sun, clarity. You're going to be seeking, you're definitely going to be getting some clarity here with the Queen of Candles. Look at that. Queen of Wands came out again. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Look how, look, she doesn't look too happy, does she? Right? Some of you, what you're going to gain is clarity that maybe you just played victim or got baited by someone who wasn't that great for you. Right? That's Catherine of Phantom of the Opera. But I feel like there's something here. I keep holding on to the pole. I feel like you did a lot of favors for this individual versus this person doing them for you. So the other portion of this is that maybe you're going to be gaining some confidence and clarity of your self-worth. And the people around you, you can allow yourself to be more vulnerable with, honest with. This is of integrity. Okay. A lot of Leo energy here. Let's see what your losses are. And sometimes your losses are your gains. What are your losses this month? The High Priestess. Look at that. Phantom of the Opera again here. And the Queen of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is all about intuition. Loss of intuition. This feeling of not knowing or being lost in the idea, lost in the idea of not knowing what's ahead. What you're losing is not losing faith. You're losing the ability here to not be lost in your intuition. This is someone here who's really going to trust what they see within the mirror. Okay. And if there's things that are behind you in the past, you're realizing that now it's like, I'm losing parts of the past, or I'm dragging that past with me. You're not going to be lost with that. All right. What you're losing is the needing to know everything, what's ahead of you. It's not so much what's ahead of you. It's what's in front of you and around you now. And you are full of the attention here. The Sun energy too, let me remind you that divine masculine energy here of action and all of that is also with that clarity. The Sun always represents also a rebirth, a new beginning. Okay, what you're gaining is a new beginning and paying attention to being present. And sometimes it's who's amongst you now that's important, who does appreciate you, Gemini. All right, let's see what the final advice here is from Spirit for Gemini. This is just an oracle card. This is from the Witches deck. I can't remember. Expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. Don't seek anyone's approval. And you know what? I feel like, and the number 12 may be significant for this month, okay? The 12th of October. I feel like there are some expectations that you have that you need to let go of. It's not just what anyone else is, but it's also your expectations it's not saying you can't have goals, but I do feel like you beat yourself up when something doesn't happen the way you want it to. And I think that's why you try to foresee everything. All right. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Like I said, would love to see you at Harmonia, friends. But if not, this is where we part ways. You guys have a good one and take care.